Silent footsteps.
Have you ever wondered why some men always put her satisfaction first? What makes them not only seek pleasure for themselves, but also focus on their partner's happiness? Imagine this, a man who not only understands, but also controls his primal desires. He is not driven by emotions, but instead knows how to enjoy and create an incredible experience for his woman. This is not just instinct, it is a way of life. Today, we will explore the psychology behind men who prioritize her satisfaction through the lens of Stoicism, a philosophy that helps them control themselves, build confidence, and create lasting relationships. Don't look away. The thoughts of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus will change the way you view connection and true masculinity. Part 1. The psychology behind. What makes a man prioritize her satisfaction? Most people assume that men always prioritize their own pleasure in relationships. However, the truth is quite the opposite for a special group of men, those who put her satisfaction first. What makes them different? Is this just a personality trait, or is it the result of a deliberate mindset? There are two common approaches when it comes to satisfaction in a relationship. Hedonism, focused on personal enjoyment, seeking temporary pleasure without considering the partner's experience. Stoicism, controlling desires, valuing connection, and prioritizing shared experiences over individual pleasure. Men who follow Stoicism often prioritize her feelings, but why? 1. Instinct versus control. Men are most attractive when they master their desires. One of the key factors that make a man attractive is his ability to control his desires instead of being controlled by them. According to Stoicism, the important thing is not to chase pleasure, but to control it. The difference between an ordinary man and a Stoic-minded man. An ordinary man may be driven by desire, allowing it to dictate his actions. A Stoic man understands that true masculinity comes from control, controlling himself, his emotions, and focusing deeply on his partner instead of seeking fleeting pleasure. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind. Don't let desires control you." This means that a Stoic man does not see pleasure as the sole goal. He sees it as part of a real connection, where both partners enjoy and elevate the experience together. 2. True confidence comes from putting her first. What makes a man attractive is not just his looks, money, or status, but his confidence. And true confidence comes from self-control and prioritizing the other person over himself. Why does this matter? A man who prioritizes her satisfaction is often emotionally secure and confident. He does not need to prove himself through rushed actions or imposing his desires on her. He understands that when a woman feels safe, comfortable, and valued, she will naturally open up more. The core of Stoicism is control. When a man masters his emotions and actions, he automatically becomes more attractive. An impatient man thinks only of himself. A Stoic man knows how to enjoy the moment, focus on his partner, and make her feel truly special. 3. Emotional connection, the key to deep attraction. A major mistake many men make is believing that attraction is purely physical. In reality, emotional connection is the real deciding factor. The difference between an ordinary experience and a deep experience. An ordinary experience is driven by pleasure-seeking and focusing only on physical aspects. A deep experience comes from genuine connection, where two people align mentally and emotionally. Stoic men understand this. They know that satisfaction comes not just from actions, but from presence, listening, and truly understanding their partner. They can read her emotions, adjust their pace, and create an unforgettable experience. Epictetus once said, "We cannot control what happens, but we can control how we respond to it." This means that a Stoic man is not rushed or worried about whether he is good enough. Instead, he enjoys the moment and puts his full attention on her. 4. The difference between a good man and an unforgettable man. There is a clear difference between a good man and a man she will never forget. A good man can please her physically, but a Stoic man makes her feel valued, honored, and deeply connected. What makes the difference? Being fully present, no distractions, no wandering thoughts, just focused attention on her. Emotional control, no rush, No insecurity, just pure confidence. A giving mindset, understanding that true pleasure comes from connection, not just action. Lesson from Stoicism. A truly attractive man does not chase pleasure, he masters it. Mastering desire, the secret of a true man. 1. Desire is not the enemy, but you must control it. Desire is a natural part of being human. However, the issue is not desire itself, but how you control it. A man controlled by his desires is impatient, rushed, and only focused on himself. On the other hand, a man who controls his desires is patient and calm, not ruled by emotions. Focuses on connection rather than just pleasure. Creates a deeper experience that makes her feel truly special. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind. Don't let desires control you." A high-value man does not let lust dictate his actions. Instead, he masters it to create a more meaningful connection. The power of a man who puts her first. In today's world, many men believe that masculinity means dominance. However, the truth is far from that. Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In any relationship, the most attractive man is not the one who talks only about himself, but the one who listens and understands. 1. A true man knows how to put her first. Many men make critical mistakes in relationships, only caring about what they want, thinking they are the center of everything, not paying attention to their partner's emotions and needs. The truth? A woman won't remember what you say, but she will remember how you made her feel. Example: when you communicate, listen instead of just waiting for your turn to speak. When you are with her, don't rush, make her feel valued in every moment. Ask about her thoughts, desires, and feelings instead of just talking about yourself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Act for the good of others. That is what makes a man truly noble." Final thought. A man who controls his desires is not only more attractive, but also builds deeper and more meaningful relationships. Women don't want a man who only chases pleasure. They want a man who understands them, connects with them, and makes them feel special. What kind of man do you want to be? A man controlled by desire, or a man who masters himself? Chapter 2. Mastering Desire. The secret of a true man. 1. Desire is not the enemy, but you must control it. Desire is a natural part of being human. However, the issue is not with desire itself, but with how you control it. A man who is controlled by his desires tends to be impatient, impulsive, and focused only on himself, neglecting his partner's emotions. On the other hand, a man who knows how to control his desires will be patient and calm without letting emotions take over. Focus on the connection rather than just seeking pleasure. Create a deeper experience, making her feel truly special. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind. Don't let desire control you." This means that a high-value man does not let lust drive him, but instead masters it to create a more meaningful connection. 2. Controlling desire equals controlling yourself. One of the core principles of Stoicism is self-control. A real man does not chase his desires, he controls them. Why is this important? When a man controls himself, he naturally becomes more attractive. He does not let emotions dictate his actions, which builds strong confidence. By not being overly focused on his own pleasure, he can pay more attention to his partner, understanding her needs and desires. Epictetus once said, "True freedom comes from the ability to control oneself, not from satisfying every desire." To become a man that women can't forget, you must learn to enjoy the moment without being controlled by it. 3. Female psychology: why controlling desire makes you more attractive. Have you ever wondered why some men are incredibly attractive even without being exceptionally good-looking or wealthy? The answer lies in self-control and confidence. Here's what many men don't understand about female psychology. Women are not just attracted to looks, they are drawn to self-control and composure. When a man is not in a rush, a woman feels safe, comfortable, and more willing to open up. When you control your desires, she will feel that you genuinely care about her emotions, not just your own satisfaction. Key lesson: a man who controls himself is a man she will always remember. 4. Practicing desire control, exercises for a true man. If you want to develop the ability to control your desires and become a more attractive man, try the following exercises. 1. Practice patience. When you feel a strong desire, don't react immediately. Take deep breaths, acknowledge the feeling, and focus on your partner instead of yourself. This helps you build self-discipline and become more alluring. 2. Focus on connection, not outcome. Stop thinking about what will happen next. Pay attention to her emotions, her gaze, and her reactions. When you are truly present in the moment, the connection will naturally deepen. 3. Apply Stoicism in daily life. Practice controlling desires not just in relationships, but in everyday life. Try intermittent fasting to learn how to control hunger. Reduce social media usage to avoid meaningless distractions. These habits will make you mentally stronger. Seneca once said, "He who controls his desires is the strongest." 5. Conclusion: mastering desire to become an unforgettable man. A simple but powerful truth: a man who controls his desires is not only more attractive, but also creates deeper and more meaningful relationships. Women don't want a man who only chases pleasure. They want a man who understands them, connects with them, and makes them feel special. When you control your desires, you naturally become more confident, composed, and charismatic. You won't just achieve temporary satisfaction, you'll build a true connection with your partner. What kind of man do you want to be? A man controlled by his desires, or a man who masters himself? If you choose to become a strong, high-value, and magnetic man, stay tuned for the next video as we explore Stoic strategies to train this mindset. Chapter 3: The Power of a Man Who Puts Her First. In today's world, many men believe that masculinity equates to dominance, but the truth is far from that. A truly strong man is not someone who only pursues his own desires, but someone who knows how to create deep and lasting connections. Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen more than we speak." This means that in any relationship, the most attractive man is not the one who talks about himself the most, but the one who listens and understands. 1. A true man knows how to put her first. Many men make the biggest mistake in relationships: only focusing on what they want, thinking they are the center of everything, not truly paying attention to their partner's signals and needs. What is the truth? A woman won't remember everything you say, but she will always remember how you make her feel. If you only focus on yourself, she will feel unappreciated. But if you pay attention to her emotions, it will create a strong connection. Examples: when communicating, listen instead of just waiting for your turn to speak. When spending time together, don't rush. Let her feel that you truly cherish the moment. Ask about her thoughts, desires, and feelings instead of only talking about yourself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Act for the benefit of others. That is what makes the person noble." A man who puts her first will always make her feel safe, valued, and important. 2. Female psychology: why women are attracted to men who care. Have you ever wondered why some men leave a lasting impression on women while others, despite their looks or wealth, fail to create a meaningful connection? Here's why. Women are attracted to a man's sensitivity and attentiveness. When she feels that you care about her emotions, she will open up more. A man who puts her first is not weak. He is strong enough to not need to prove himself. Seneca once said, "Happiness does not come from controlling others, but from controlling oneself." When you don't just think about yourself, but instead focus on making her feel special, you become a truly high-value man. 3. How to put her first while maintaining your masculinity. Some men worry that if they care too much about a woman's feelings, they will appear weak or lose their masculinity. This is a major misconception. What is the truth? Putting her first does not mean sacrificing yourself or losing your personal value. It means you are strong enough not to need to prove yourself, but to create a real connection. This is not simping, it's showing confidence by controlling your ego. Key principles. Don't try to win in a relationship, focus on building it. Don't focus on what you get, focus on the value you bring. Always maintain your personal boundaries, but also show genuine care. Real-life example. A confident man doesn't need to say, "I am amazing." He lets her feel it through his actions. When you truly pay attention to the woman next to you instead of just yourself, she will feel that you are different from other men. 4. How to apply Stoicism to become the man she can't forget. If you want to be a man who is both strong and emotionally intelligent, follow these principles. 1. Listen more than you speak. Don't just talk about yourself. Ask questions and genuinely listen. When she shares, don't rush to give advice, just show empathy. This makes her feel understood rather than judged. 2. Pay attention to small details. Women remember small gestures more than grand actions. A simple text like, "I know you had a long day, are you okay?" can make a huge difference. Notice her interests and little habits. It shows you truly care. 3. Be patient and don't rush. When you don't rush, she will feel that you are truly enjoying the moment with her. This not only deepens the connection, but also makes her see you as a man worth cherishing. 4. Maintain your principles and personal values. Putting her first does not mean losing yourself or your self-respect. A truly strong man can care for others while maintaining his identity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Be kind to others, but never lose yourself." The key is finding the balance between care and self-respect. Conclusion: the most special man is the one who makes her feel special. A simple but powerful truth. The man a woman remembers forever is not the richest or the most handsome. It's the one who makes her feel the most special. When you control your desires, you focus on connection instead of just chasing pleasure. White heavy checkmark. When you genuinely care, you make her feel understood and valued. When you listen and don't rush, she feels safe and comfortable around you. Do you want to be that kind of man? If so, stay tuned for the next video, where we explore strategies to develop a stoic mindset and become a man she can't forget. Like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content on psychology, self-development, and stoicism. Rocket.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to receive more advice on love and relationships in the future. Don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can recognize these signs too.